We just couldn't let go of how poorly we did in our first paranormal investigation of the Gaines house back in March. We felt we could do better, so we decided to return, but unfortunately only with half the team. Yet we were determined, and thanks to some backup, we felt we accomplished what we came to do. So come join us as we return to Gainesboro, Tennessee to reinvestigate the Gaines house. Well, hello everybody. We are doing our second paranormal investigation, but we're doing it in the same location as before. The Gaines house in Gainesboro, Tennessee. We didn't feel that, we really knew what we were doing. Not that we're that much more experienced now, but we wanted to come back and redo this and try to do it right, do it better. Only it's just my daughter and I today. No one else could make it. But we got some night vision cameras and stuff. So hopefully we'll be able to see a lot better, and we'll get a lot more and capture a lot more on said cameras. So without further ado, we're gonna get in here and get started. Be back.
So the first guy that was here, his name was Gaines. I guess that's why it got the name the Gaines house. Don't know exactly the timeline, but Mr. Putty, William Putty, was here in 1820s. So the house was built around that time. And I think I told you that back there was built first,
right.
Which we can walk back there if you want to. You want to Pongo watch for me? You can hold him or whatever, so we don't jump off. But yeah, we'll go back this way.
Here, puppy.
He's like, don't leave me, Mama. You can pick him up. He'll be all right. There you go.
Good.
Okay. So used to, this part here was built, I guess, in the 1820s. And so it would have been like a one-room shack.
Right.
And then they built that up there, I believe they said in 1840s. So that would have like 1842 or something like that. Or maybe it was, no, I take it back, it was 1832. I'm trying to see it on my tablet here. Let's see, because I tried to pin down the guy so I could write all this stuff down. Okay, so 1817, Gainesboro became the county seat of Jackson County. And then 1820, Gainesboro became incorporated. So then shortly after that is when the Civil War started, of course. That road that y'all came in on used to be the main road. It used to be like Highway 56 that connected Salina, Sparta, and I think it went all the way up into Kentucky. So I mean, it was like the main road back in the day. Salina, Gainesboro, Sparta, yeah. So it was just, it connected all of that. And then the Battle of Floating Mill or whatever it was. Mills Creek, thank you. Mill Springs or something. What they did is they put them on a boat and they brought them down the river to Gainesboro. Because the road right here dead ends at, or it goes real close to the backwaters of the Cumberland River. And so back in the day, they would commandeer any house as turn it into a field hospital.
Right.
So this is the only one still standing in Gainesboro that they use that for. So that's why it got the name for it. And let's see. So there was Major Gaines, there was Putty, and then Van Hoosier was the last family that lived here. And that would have been in the I think they said in the 1950s or 60s, somewhere in there. And actually, this last, when we had that festival, one of the grandkids who lived here came by.
Oh, wow.
And she came by and she says, what do y'all plan on doing to this place? Because she was wanting to know what they were going to do with that back there that I showed y'all. And she said that was their dining room. And then, of course, I guess it was a breakfast nook on the other side. She said this is where her grandmother slept. And she said her bed was over here and there was a couch right here. And she said her and her mom was in that middle section there. And she said that her dad had gone to the bathroom one night and he was coming out and he collapsed on the floor right in here. Well, that's relevant because the very first time we investigated here with the SLS, I came through that door and there was something laying right there.
Oh, wow.
And then there was somebody like this, like they were working on. I assumed that was from the Civil War, right? It could have been this guy, other guy.
And what was that name again?
Van Hoosier.
Van Hoosier.
Yeah. Now he, from what I understand, he didn't die. So that may not have been him that was laying there, but it was an interesting coincidence. Or perhaps there's some kind of vortex or something in this area. And that catches that energy maybe, because
Right.
that's where he collapsed too.
Because I know right here, when we were here last time, right in that door frame there is where I had my REM pod.
Uh-huh.
And that one 20-minute period where it was just going, everything was going crazy.
Yeah.
That's where I had a setting.
Yeah, there's something about crossing through the doorways. And we had a psychic, I had a medium come in here one time, and she walked back here and she's like, "Oh my gosh, what is there on the floor?" So she was sensing some kind of energy right in here. So it makes me think a little bit, you know. We caught it on the SLS, someone was laying there. The guy collapses there, and that's verifiable. So, I don't know. It's interesting. Let's see. The Battle of Mill Springs, or Mill Creek, it's an hour and 28-minute car ride. So imagine how long that would take on the water. And you're suffering, you're coming from a battle.
Yeah, and plus, from what I read in researching that battle, they were on the run from the Union Army,
Yeah.
which was pushed them all the way to Murfreesboro.
Right.
So yeah,
And then, of course, let's see, what else do I have in here? There's also a fort that was established here. It's probably about a 30-minute car ride from here. And it's called Fort Blunt. And it was built they wanted to put it in the National Register of Historic Places, but it was built to protect against the Native Americans when they were coming from North Carolina this way, and they hit Fort Blunt, and then they went all the way up to Fort Nashville and stuff. So when they would travel, it's okay. When the Pilgrims would travel this way, they would come through Jackson County and then all the way to Nashville and then all the way west too. So, you're okay, I promise. So remember I was telling you the reason a lot of the records are kind of skewed is because the courthouse burned. It burned in 1872, and then it burned again in 1926. And they don't know for sure what caused it to burn. So, but anyway, or maybe, let me take that back. It was, let's see. Yeah, it doesn't say. It was lost to a blaze except for the Chancery Court. So everything was lost. But talking about the house again, this would have been the old house, the oldest part of the house. Then they built this part up here, right at the beginning of the Civil War. And then this would have been put in between, because the living quarters, they wanted to have as far away from the stove and the kitchen as they could, so it didn't catch on fire. So that's why the distance is there. And when the Van Hoosiers were living here, what she was saying is that they didn't stay in this part. They stayed those back 2 rooms. And they actually rented this part out. Because they said it was too cold. So that was an interesting piece of information. And so I was talking to the historian, and he said that he does remember there was, I think she was a nurse, that was actually staying up. Her bedroom would have been upstairs, so this would have been like the living room and stuff. So, other interesting piece of information is there was the cholera epidemic. It pretty much wiped everybody in Gainesboro out. They had all but one family leave so that there would still be someone to keep the stuff running, or keep the town running, I guess. And so everybody left until it went through the winter season. Then when they came back, of course the family was dead and everything had grown up, like all the trees and the grass and all that kind of stuff. So that was an interesting piece of information. There's a lot of Native American history here, because that's the Fort Blunt was built to protect against the Native American attacks and stuff. I was trying to think who else. The story with Mr. Putty is, and it's on one of these articles right here, he was a preacher, and what he did is he was accused of money laundering. and they were in the house, and his wife was fixing breakfast, I guess, and he went out to take care of the livestock. Well, he got to missing her, or she got to missing him, I'm sorry, and so she went and looked for him and found him hanging from the rafters. So the barn is just like right behind the house, about where that big tree is back there, if y'all saw it when you pulled in. And of course, she was pregnant with his first child. So that's an interesting piece of information. Now, when you go to the cemetery, you'll find William Putty.
Oh, dude.
And you'll find the headstone for William Putty. And for his wife, I believe there was a Sarah Putty. So we're not, because it's a little bit confusing, because there's a William Putty and there's a William Putty Jr. But that doesn't match up, because if he hung himself and she was pregnant with her first child, something is off right there. So again, going back to those records being burned and stuff, a lot of this is just passed down word of mouth.
Right.
So who knows for sure what the story is. But that's consistent, as he's hung himself and he was involved in some money laundering. And the interesting piece of information is Thomas House, which is like 30 minutes from here.
Yeah, we've been.
Have you been there?
We haven't investigated it, but we were there.
So the church that's across the road,
Mm-hmm.
that preacher also hung himself, and he was involved in money laundering. So it's like, is there a pattern with some of these, preachers? I don't remember what denomination he was. My guess would be like Presbyterian or Baptist or something like that, because some of the oldest ones in the area. Trying to think of what other history. I'm gonna go over my notes real quick. Y'all have questions while I'm looking about anything?
When you were talking about the Reverend Putty, you just mentioned one time you were during an investigation that, I don't know if you were trying to trigger him or something like that, but you mentioned something,
yeah.
and he lifted the table. Or...
Right, he didn't lift it; he shoved it.
So, shoved the table.
So the story, what it was with that is, we were actually sitting in here, and I was over there, and somebody's over here, and one here at the end, and we had my spirit box portal, and I had my dowsing rods, and of course I was asking. I said, "Mr. Pay, did you kill yourself?" And the dowsing rods made the sign for no. The portal said no, and I've got this on video so you can see it. And then the table moved at the same time. And I was like, did that move? And people laugh at me because I don't really react, really, oh my gosh, that table moved. I'm kind of like, I'm confused is more my response. Well, that night the table actually moved 4 times.
Wow.
We got all of them on video, but you can only see 2 of them really good. But you can try to move it. This table is really heavy. But for it to move,
yeah,
it takes some force. So yeah, it shoved into me. And I was like, whoa. And so I said, can you move the table again? And it did 3 other times on request. So I'm thinking that he didn't hang himself. That's kind of what we've learned from the investigations, that somebody might have killed him because of the money laundering, I think.
And made it look like a suicide.
Yes. Now, when we were here 2 weeks ago, last weekend actually. Was it last weekend? And we were investigating, and we connected with a female spirit. And the group that come here, like you guys are doing, before us, also connected with a female spirit. And what we got from her is that her story has been told incorrectly. But she's mad. She's pissed about that. So she wants her story to be told correctly. So we're not sure what that is yet. We think it has something to do with her kids. Because did I tell you all about the room upstairs, the little panel and stuff that's up there?
You might have in the last time.
So let me tell you again. When you go upstairs, and as soon as you go up, you're going to walk in this way, and then to your immediate right, there is a panel. And it's a crawl space that goes back over that. And you can't stand there, obviously. But even back in the day, there's no way you could have been there, because there's just... what is it, the ceiling joist or something? What are they called? Anyway, that's all that's there. But before that, there is a little space, probably maybe like two of these tables there, and we think that's what they call a disappointment room. So a disappointment room is where kids were born deformed or some kind of something else, and people would lock them in a room because they were embarrassed by them. And so the theory that we had come up with is that somebody had an illegitimate child by a slave, so it would be a half black, half white.
Right.
And that would definitely be a disappointment to the family. Now, we don't
Back
have any
then,
proof
yeah.
of that or anything. And I don't know if that's this woman that we connect with, if that's who was upset, if that was what the story is she wanted told, or if it's somebody completely different, because there's been so many families that have lived here and died here.
Yeah. Now, that crawl space, does it go over this room?
It
Does it lead to...
What it does is the upstairs stops right here, and
Right.
then over that way.
The crawl space goes that way.
It does, yes. And
'Cause-
it's just the floor joist.
Yeah, because remember when we were here last time, we kept hearing,
Stuff walking
and we
up
were
there.
like, but there's nothing up there.
Yes.
You can't get there.
Yes, we've had the same thing. So I don't know how anything's walking up there. There's no way.
Right.
Because it's probably.
And we said that in the video. I remember we were talking about that.
Yeah, because I was actually watching your video and I noticed that, and I was like, yeah, there's no way anything can walk over there. The other interesting thing is we've come here twice, and the panel that's protecting it has been thrown
Pushed
down.
open.
It had to be from the inside out, because it's nailed in, or it
Yeah,
was.
yeah,
So that's interesting.
Because
too.
now I remember you telling us about that crawl space, and now I'm going to pay more attention to that
Yeah.
because
There's many times that I'll hear footsteps walking overhead there, and there's no way. There's no way it can happen.
Right.
Because it's only about maybe like this. So,
because I remember you saying don't try to go in there, you know.
Yeah, because it's unstable, really.
Right.
But I can tell you, when I first came to the Gaines House Association to talk to them about trying to help restore this, I was talking to the president of the association. We were in here, and I hear up above, and I'm like, "Did you just hear that?" And he says, "Yeah." And so we went look, and there's nothing up there, right? So you'll hear footsteps lots of times. And there's a lot of times that we'll have stuff down here. I usually put a REM pod up there in the middle. And there's been times that I will put it up there, and I go out to my car and start bringing my gear in, and while I'm outside, it's going off. And we'll be down here, and it'll go off. And then I have a rope that is motion activated, so I put it up the stairs. And there's been times that you'll have activity, stuff going off right here, all crazy, and you'll see the rope go off on the stairs, you'll hear the REM pod go off, and nothing else for the rest of the night. And it's like, okay, they went to bed, they're done.
Yeah.
It's just weird how it happens like that. So, and then the best piece of evidence that we've caught is that full body apparition on the other side of the table here. Did I show you a picture of that?
Yes.
Yes, that's the best piece of evidence we've ever got.
Did you see it?
Now let me show you. This is what I call the holy grail of paranormal evidence. Let me find it real quick. Here it is. Okay, so let me set it up for you. So I'm where he is. I've got an SLS, and we're doing an amateur investigation. So my co-investigator's standing on the other side. And so I shine it around, and I pick up a stick figure standing beside him. So he reaches his hand out to see if he notices a temperature change. And that's him reaching out.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell people to start taking pictures. And that's what they called.
Awesome.
You
Oh my
see
God.
it?
Yeah.
And if you look, the table and the chairs, where did they go?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Love it though.
Oh, here it is again. There's him reaching out. I mean, that's solid. And you can tell this is something paranormal because when you zoom in, like if you zoom in on him, you can see kind of eyes and stuff. His is not. It's black holes, kind of.
Yeah.
It's just weird. So, and then we've caught that on the stairs.
Yeah, I remember you showing me that one.
That's on the stairs.
Face right there.
And if you look kind of down here, you can see like its hand reaching around the stairs to hang on.
Oh, yep.
The more I look at that, the more that gives me the goosebumps. It's like, oh my gosh. And there was another time that we had another amateur group here, and I was actually standing over here on this side, like this, and this other girl was standing here, and I don't know how to describe it, but it felt like a giant vacuum cleaner was pulling me back. Like I was feeling like I was going to get sucked in and couldn't get out. So I was like started to do like that to get back out. And this girl felt it too. So I don't know what that is. The interesting thing with that is upstairs in the same corner, somebody put flour. We caught a footprint in it one time, or they caught a footprint in it. And yeah, that gives me goosebumps too. We had a lady, there was another medium was in that corner. She was like sitting down and she was, you know, a little bit, she was kind of fluffy like I am. She was about my age. So she was sitting on the floor, and what they said is she levitated up off the floor and was hurling herself toward the stairs, and they had to stop her so she didn't fall down the stairs. Because they thought she was like, "Mama, no, Mama." And she was like channeling a little girl's voice. And so I heard them screaming, I heard the commotion, and I heard her running, and everybody, stop, 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 stop. And then she came outside and she was just visibly tore up. And I was like, what happened? And they told me that. And so there's something, I don't know if it's another portal or a vortex that's somewhere in there. I use, lots of times with the SLS, I'll catch stuff over there. I catch stuff with this spindle right here, this flag, whatever it is, it really likes the flags. So, I'm trying to think of other good piece of information. Somebody's caught a lady in white down by the cemetery. I've got a picture of that, too. I'm trying to think what else. But yeah, I mean, there's stuff here. I know you guys didn't have a lot happen, but sometimes it's just like one right after the other, and sometimes
like
it's
I said,
not.
Yeah, there was that 20-minute period where everything we had was going off.
And the other thing, did I tell you about the baby doll with no face?
Yeah, and the guy get it.
Yeah. So the story with that is that's an Amish baby doll. And the legend is, or one of the legends, is that the Amish don't put faces on their baby dolls because they're assuming that'll make them be possessed by some kind of evil entity. Well, this guy thought he would be funny, and he was French kissing this doll.
I found him on Facebook.
You found him?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
he talked about the
Because
experience
I was
on
just looking
Facebook.
for like paranormal groups or something, and I found it. I sent it to him.
Oh, wow. I was going to see if I can find that picture.
Yeah, he posted the pictures and everything.
See, here's that. See, there's the footprint. See it right in there?
Yep. Oh my goodness.
That's the footprint. See it?
Yeah.
Right by the REM pod.
Yeah. And then there's him
Yep.
fondling the doll.
Yeah, I was just asking for it.
Yeah, and I told him, I was like, why would you? Why?
Now here's that lady in white right there. That's a street
Oh,
light,
wow.
we think, but that's the lady.
Wow,
That's pretty solid too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the other interesting thing is I've had someone use that baby doll holding it and like a baby and cuddling it and stuff. We were doing the Estes method and she was getting incredible responses.
I'm not touching the doll.
I mean, it was stuff like, I said something about, do you like playing games? And then she said, repeat game or something like that. And so I repeated it, and she repeated back what I said. So she started doing the repeat game, or like you know how you're like mocking each other.
Yeah.
You're saying whatever. That's what it was. And then there was some other stuff that was just like totally. She was getting the responses and stuff. So I don't know. There's all kinds of different stuff that happens. And then there's Pongo.
Reminds me of my mom's dog.
Yeah.
You guys planning on like reworking the barn or something?
The barn it's not on the property.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. So, back in the day, there's no telling how much property this took up, but there's somebody owns that house behind, and then someone just moved into this one over here. So this one over here is early 1900s too.
Yeah,
So it's pretty
yeah.
old. So,
Yeah, we saw it was for sale the last time we were here.
yeah.
I Googled it. I was like, how much are you?
Right. Well, there's somebody moved in there. It's 2 girls and a husband wife. So I've been wanting to talk to them if I can ever catch them outside and say, "You guys have anything ever happened or anything?" Just to see what they tell me. So, what other questions y'all have? I can talk paranormal all night.
Yeah. The upstairs, you said that there's like a possible like dark energy up there.
Yes. So there is, yeah, there's a. We went to the cemetery one of the first times we investigated, and we kept getting demon, and then we kept getting one of our investigators' name. I believe her name was Rain at the time, and so we kept getting demon, Rain, demon, Rain. And it's like, can you let Rain know you're here? And so when we came back, I was talking to Rain. She's like, oh my gosh, there was something huge just stood up right in front of me. It was just black and scary. So there's something that jumps from the cemetery to here. Now, I'm not necessarily saying the cemetery is haunted per se, but there's something with the land probably. However, there is one of the gravestones out there that's a kid, and it's for a little girl. And people will put like a baby doll on there, and I've put a K2 on there before. And I said, I did the same thing. Do you like to play games? It's spiked to red. And I said, do you like playing, what was it, London Bridge? Nothing. Do you like playing Ring Around the Posies? Red, spiked to red. And so I started doing Ring Around the Rosies, going around it, and it was spiking the whole time. Well, come to find out, Ring Around the Rosie relates to the Black Plague.
Yeah. Right.
So what's with that? You know, maybe she died from that. So that was something interesting too. People will take a baby doll because they think there's a little girl there that interacts. But like I said, there's every once in a while there's something negative just shows up here, and I can't explain it. Don't know what it is. There was one time I was here and we had another amateur group. We were doing the Estes, and she was sitting where you are, and she had blindfolds on and she wasn't looking at me, and all at once she kept saying kill, and I said kill who? You. And then she said kill who? You. And then this girl said, you might not should ask any more questions. She said kill again. This girl said kill who? Nothing. So whatever it was threatening me directly. So that was a little bit of a, that freaked me out a little bit. And whatever that thing was, kind of, I feel like tormented me for a while to different locations. But I finally got rid of whatever that is, so there's something to be said about whatever you bring into an investigation follows you. So if you bring negative energy, sometimes it can be.
Okay, so there's this headstone for William Putty, the Reverend who was found hanging at the barn of the Gaines house. He died February 9th, I guess, 1882. Born in, was it 1816, I think?
Sit and listen.
Sit and listen to what? You have something to tell us? Check this out. Etta Putty. Etta Putty. But this is the wife of something Kirkpatrick. So not the same, not his wife, not William Putty's wife. So this is the graveyard we were walking around that night. And it was like dark. So checking it out.
You attract what you are.
You attract what you are. Bitches?
Fuck. Attract a bunch of assholes.
Wow. So it's kind of depressing that, you know, it's not being, you know, kept up.
Paisley.
Paisley. You see a Paisley? It's hard to read any of these. Emily Draper. So there's a lot of history in this little town.
Constance.
Constance. Because many of these headstones are quite old. Some of them we can't even read anymore. And it's a shame to see some of them, like that one, you know, knocked over. And it looks like the Butler family. Okay,
Find peace.
so yeah, we're done looking around here. We're gonna make our way back to the house. Whoa.
You can hang out in here with us if you want.
Yep.
We're just here to talk. Can I turn this voice recording on?
Huh?
Can I turn this on?
Yeah.
How do you turn it on? Just hit the record button?
Yeah, the red. Let me sit down so we can.
Or just hold it down? or-
No, you just gotta. Oh, we gotta turn it on first.
That's what I meant. We're just here to talk. If you have anything you'd like us to tell your grandchildren, wasn't it grandchildren or great grandchildren?
Damn it, I can't talk.
To remove this from the recording.
What the hell? I can't talk.
Wanna step outside?
Stomach.
Probably step outside and do some here.
Ah.
Here, let me stop this.
Yeah.
2 ladies here.
Oh, shit.
Don't go further.
Now that everybody's wet.
Okay, so
What?
what we've got while we were outside is leave, photo, and don't go further. So that was Shadow. So if there's anybody here that would like to chat, make your presence known,
I think they just did.
can you give us an obvious sign? You've got the REM pod, you've got K2 meters, cat balls set all over the house, or bang on something. I don't know why y'all are being so quiet tonight. I guess that's possible. The ghost sleep? Get up out of it. Make this thing blank a little bit.
He was hung.
He was hung. Reverend Purdy was hung. Did he hang himself? Or did somebody else do it because he embezzled money from his church? It's funny how that happens in churches a lot, even back then.
Bet all those sirens get pretty annoying, huh?
Wow.
Many deaths.
Said that already. How many deaths were there? How many of you were here in this when it was a hospital? How many of you were here?
What's that woman's name?
April?
Do you guys like April? She seems like a nice woman.
19,
Do you like what she's doing to the house? Do you like it when she brings people here?
angry,
You're angry about it?
Guess I'd be angry too if people kept coming into my house.
But at least they're working on fixing it up, right?
Isn't her dog the cutest little thing? Thank you for coming to sit with us. Anything you'd like to tell us? Why do you stay here?
Do you like hanging around here? The footsteps. You can come down here with us if you want.
Oh, you're still here? Can you tell us your name? Are you a boy? Are you a girl? Are you a child? So I guess you're an adult.
Yeah. Since you've gotten here.
Yeah. It's like we had it going, and I turned it off, and I said, "Do you want us to turn it back on?" And it spiked again. So we turned it back on, then it would go back off. Can you show them that there's somebody here? since I'm standing in here?
Would you like some music?
And 2 of our cameras got drained. The GoPro I did have over there,
Vernon.
and my
That thing.
UV camera.
Yeah.
But I have a spare battery for it, and we're charging the GoPro.
Can you finish out this sequence?
It blinked. There you go.
Uh-huh.
It blinked twice.
All right, I'm gonna do it again. Can you do that again one more time?
See?
Thank you. These people just want to hang out with you.
Yeah. We just want to hear your story, get to know you.
That lady that was talking to us a couple weeks ago, I don't remember what your name is, or I don't know that we got your name. Can you come out and show us
Brilliant.
you're
Brilliant.
here?
So we had Audrey. We've had all kinds of names
No, I had an Edna, and I remember seeing an Edna
Oh, okay.
down at the.
down there.
I forgot who somebody else said the name was they got. It'll be hard to hear sounds with the rain now.
I
Hard to
know.
tell the
But
difference.
we did hear the footsteps.
Did you?
It was distinct from
Yeah.
the raindrops.
Yep, yep.
It was very different from the rain. And I said, those are clearly footsteps.
Mhm, something totally different. Was that you walking around? Can you make that? Went to orange. If that was you walking around, can you make that orange again?
Do you know who that was walking around?
That was something back there, not the rain.
Yeah, I heard that.
I just hope something picked up the footsteps because they were very
Whoop.
distinct.
Orange
There it goes
again.
Whoa.
Was that you? Can you move that table for them? Even if you just
Sweet.
Even if you just tap on it and make those cat balls go, that would be really awesome.
Yeah, we've got cat balls in there. Look at the REM pod sitting there. It hasn't done anything.
Yeah, it was pretty active last time. When you
I
were
know.
there.
It was going nuts last time.
Now I had my tripwire
Yeah, I
up
need to
here,
get
and
one
it
of
kept
those.
going back and forth when we were doing videos. Orange again. Oh, that
Oh,
went red.
wow.
You want me to bring that tripwire in here? Will you use that if I do?
Yeah, if you want to get out of the truck and hang out. Oh, did you find? Oh,
What?
okay. I thought you were playing up the Dixieland music.
No, but I did film it where she was clapping.
Yeah, has been on the whole time. Ew. Really?
Let me guess, the cult leader.
This is Native's new full body deodorant.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Run, work really, and work out. There's something that I noticed.
Whoa. Whoa. I take it you like the music. I guess you just gotta know the triggers.
something happened?
Oh yeah. As soon as I started the music,
Started spiking.
oh yeah, all the way
He
into the
likes the
red
music.
several times.
Let me get my truck while I do it. I'll turn my back now.
It's painful. I don't know what would be worse, this or gospel music.
Oh, that was my phone.
Oh,
I'll put it down. What other songs did they have back then?
huh?
What other songs did they have back then? I'm Googling Civil War songs.
Like,
Watch is gonna pull up Guns N' Roses.
I know.
No.
Yankee Doodle Dandy.
Oh, I thought you were about to say Sparkling Orange. Battle Hymn of the Republic.
Look.
Let's get the camera out.
Is that one of your favorites? Yeah. I'm glad you like it.
It's a Bonnie Blue Flag. It's a couple of Confederates.
Bonnie Blue Flag. Never heard of it. See if I can find it.
My caffeine total.
No one likes music.
Yes.
Where do we put them? You put them down the hall or what?
Wherever you want.
Okay.
Ever makes you happy.
Yeah.
We are a band of brothers and native to the soil. Fighting
How much is that?
for liberty with treasure, blood, and toil. And when our raps were threatened, the cry rose near and far.
Have you seen those? I've seen some.
Jerry. What glass are you talking about?
Oh, you got a. It's an Obulus.
Yeah. That one's kind of cool because
I want one of those.
How much is that?
They're pricey.
expensive.
That's why I don't have one yet.
Yeah. That one I just happened to get like a bonus. And I was like, I'm getting in all this. You guys ever use dowsing rods?
No.
I got some of those too.
I've been wanting to learn how to use them.
They're pretty fun.
See, I want one of those because I really don't trust these apps 100%.
Yeah. Well, and even the obelisk can be a little hanky sometimes. So I would suggest you turn this light off in here so you
Okay.
can see the blue light.
Okay.
That thing. Numbers. Channeling. So this one is cool. I'll show you one of the features on here.
Yeah, those
If I
things
can-
are cool. How
That just went
Instagram.
all the way up to red. Let's see if I can figure out which one it is. I gotta remember. I think it's this one. Yeah. Okay, so this one, it picks up sound vibrations. Watch. See how sensitive it is?
Wow. Oh, now the other K2's going on.
Okay, so if you're here, can you make a line on top? Put one on the bottom. This one keeps going red too. How many are here? Can you make a number of lines for how many's here? One.
Here's the other K2 now.
There's just one person here right now. If that's a yes, go on top. If it's no, go on the bottom. It's got a, see it's thicker right there, maybe. I'll screw it back so I can see it a little better.
Make sure it's big. Okay, and the GoPro's getting.
Are you getting it too?
Yeah. There's enough light in here. The GoPro is actually doing pretty well.
Good. Alright, if there's more than one, can you make a line on top?
Oh, oh.
I
Sorry,
think
that was
probably
me.
her. Well, I said again. So the top is a yes answer, the bottom is a no answer. Do you understand?
Whoa.
Can you show us the yes answer? All you gotta do is just barely touch the table and it'll pick you up.
Wow.
It's just like a lot right in there, huh? Are we talking to Mr. Putty? No. See the bottom?
Yep. Yep.
Are we talking to the lady? Okay, to a more spot, didn't it?
Yep.
We're both kind of going.
I can't see the other one, just this one.
So that was me.
That's okay.
This one's more active, but that one is starting to blink more now. The one over there. It's not as active as this one though. Whoa. No,
That was
both
me.
good.
You won't believe
Huh?
That
No,
was
the
Could've been me.
K2s.
Oh.
K2's going red.
Yeah.
So this morning I'm at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event, taking a test drive.
Alright. Can you show us the sign for yes, please? Thank you. Can you show us the sign for no, please?
Wicked.
Thank you. Are there spirits in this room right now with us? See, that's a strong guess. Are they messing with the meters? Yes. Is there more than one? They're over there? Yes. If you're over there, can you make those lights over there turn red? Yeah, back there, make those turn red. I can't see it, so you'll have to tell me if it does. Is there more than one spirit in here? Yes. Can one of you make these lights here change colors? Yeah, right here. Thank you.
Oh.
Do you like what they're doing to the place in the back? Yes, it's raining again, huh? Hope my windows are up. Ooh. Yes. Can you make those lights back there change colors? Yeah, back there. Can you make them change the... Just walk down the hall and we'll be able to see you. Switch this over to...
Discernment.
You can't really count those when it first comes on. Is the lady that we've talked to the last couple of times here? Yes. Do you like my dog that's here?
We
No.
like the dog.
She told me last time she didn't too. Is it okay if he sits in my lap? Numbers. What kind of numbers? Can you cross the rod for the number of spirits that's in this room with us that are not living? Yes. Okay. I'll start counting and you cross the rod when I get to the number of spirits. 1, 2, 3.
Whoa.
So there's 3 of you in here? Yes. Can one of you go to the back? Yeah, all the way back there.
Possibly.
Possibly. If you do that, can you make those lights come on? Anything. Yeah, anything is possible. You notice the K2 stopped going off as soon as this.
Density.
Yeah, the K2 stopped moving. That one over there, you gonna make it go off? Okay. Can you make the rods go straight, please? Are you pointing to something? Hmm. What's over there? Is there something on the stairs? There's something on the stairs. Yes. Okay, can you make a noise on the stairs? For some reason, this one feels extra heavy. More than normal. Can you show up in front of, what's his name?
Chris.
Chris? Can you show yourself in front of Chris? Yes. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, the person on the stairs. Do you hear voices?
I thought I heard somewhere, but they
There's
sound
somebody
like children to me.
I'm hearing something talking back there now.
It's hard to hear stuff though with the rain.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But to me, it sounds like a man's voice. Just like a radio in the distance or something. That's probably.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you make these cat balls go off? That would be really cool if you could just touch one of them. That's all you gotta do is touch one of them. Yeah, you can touch that one if you want to.
Yeah, that one's on. This one's not.
Or you can touch this one. Either one's fine. Oh, there's one over there too. Yeah, there's three.
Even have one up on a mantle there. Surprised Jerry didn't set it.
For some reason, this one feels like very heavy. More than normal. Like the right one. Like something pulling it down. Are you touching my rods right now? Why? Is there something over there? Communicate. Okay, talk to us. If you touch one of the cat balls on the table, that can be yes.
Is that other one on?
If you touch one over that somewhere else, that can be no.
It is now.
Does that make sense to you? Yes. Okay. As soon as that one stops. All right, can you give us the sign for yes? Greek. I mean, is it Greek to you? I like these rods are about to.
I think you're just going bonkers.
It seems like it's about to try to spin. It does that sometimes. Okay, can you make both rods point to the front, please? Okay, let me do this. Alright, we're waiting for you to set off one of the cat balls so we know the answer is yes or no. Are you female? Okay, we're getting no on the rods. For whatever reason, this one's like being weird. Is that footsteps or is that the rain?
It's hard to tell.
Right there.
Yeah, I heard it.
The K2s have stopped, or this one has.
Yeah, both of them have. At least they haven't gone off and.
Is the little girl here? She likes to play with this stuff, I know.
She liked the rock. If that was the little girl earlier,
Oh, okay.
she put that little rock there and it started going. That's why the rock is sitting there.
Okay.
Of course, maybe it's the music. We've stopped the
Oh,
music
there,
too.
look. You said music and it started going
Oh.
orange.
Both of them.
Okay,
That's before you even turned it on.
okay, we
We'll
can
turn
do
it back
that.
on.
Whoa, that went red. It's red.
Yeah, it's anticipating.
That's what it was doing that one night for us. Can you play the music in rhythm? I mean, turn the lights on in rhythm? It's trying.
Wow,
It's trying.
she brought the music back. That's crazy.
Can you do that same on the other device that's got the green light? Red.
In case any of y'all are wondering, this is April Norod from
Hello.
Curious Things Paranormal, and
This is Pongo.
yeah,
She's my
Pongo,
mascot.
yeah, and she's a much more experienced investigator than we are, and since she's come in here,
That was my
yeah,
cat ball.
things have picked up quite a bit.
That song will be in your head when you try to sleep. Tonight, so you know.
I thought I heard
I don't know.
something
I've been
back
up since 4, so I think I'll fall asleep pretty quick. I had to work today.
That's what she was saying. Do you keep hearing something back there? Is that what you're saying?
Definitely. Oh, now the other one's going.
There we go. Thank you. Can you do both of them at the same time?
They just did.
Oh, awesome. Thank
Oh,
you.
there's one again.
You like the music, don't you?
Apparently. Oh, I'm gonna have to change batteries here pretty soon. That's your buck, Dad. Where's my buck?
So, what are the lights supposed to do if something walks by it?
They'll change color.
Yes,
Oh.
it's sort of like the round pod on the.
Quiet. I'm sorry.
Oh, we're interrupting your song.
you
Sorry.
like the music. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
That was probably me.
It's like quiet. Gravity.
Ooh.
Pastor. That's interesting. Are we talking to Mr. Putty? Is he here? If he is, can you make one of these turn red? Do you know Mr. Putty? Lost boots. And his hat. Did you lose your boots and your hat? Clean. Oh boy. You're being a chatty Cathy tonight.
Yeah.
Is there a portal here? What do you see, Paul? Do you see something? It'd be really cool if you could come down the hallway or go out. Anybody that's here wants to come and dance, just come down that hallway.
Moth. Thought I saw an orb. It's moth.
Oh, yeah, that was weird. If you want to come and dance, just come on down.
Got a wide open dance floor for you right there.
Oh, there again. We went to France Cemetery where, you ever heard of Champ Ferguson? He was a Civil War guerrilla, and he killed so many Yankees that they actually ended up prosecuting him in Nashville. And we were there one time doing an investigation where he's buried, and we come across and said that they had lost the war. Everything started going off, all of our gadgets and stuff. It's like they were pissed that they lost the war. That was pretty cool.
Let's see that REM pod go off.
I love to see the rope go on.
Yeah, that's either one of them.
Mm-hmm. Come on, come down the hall so we can see you, so you can dance with us. You guys ever use the Necrophonic app?
I've not used it. I know about it, but I've not used it.
There's that one and
I have.
it's called the Dead Wire. It's actually better. Dead Wave. I'll put it on.
I think Omar uses the Necro. Which one's that one?
That's the Dead Wave. That one's really good to use with Estes. Somebody here with us? Can you tell us your name? Danny. Is your name Danny? Danny. It's hard to catch him sometimes. Can you say one of our names? Can you say one of our names? Mama. Oh. Are you looking for your mama? That would be the girl, probably. 3-9. Said portal.
Did it?
Yeah, it sure did. Is there a portal open right now? Help. How can we help you?
Ooh, rope just went.
Did it?
Yep.
Which way? Toward us or just
That
one?
way.
Okay.
Did you see it? Did you get it? Oh, she got it.
Good,
Sweet.
good, good. Do you like tea?
Because your phone light is.
Oh. It said tea. Do you like tea?
I can't see that cup.
You wanna drink a tea? We've got some. Hello, who's there? It's me. Who are you? I'm first person. Who are you? Is the little girl here? It's her. Can the little girl play with one of the cat balls? See, all you gotta do is touch it, look, just like that. Or, if the little girl wants to run down the hall, that would be cool. Good. Is that one going?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna switch to necrophonic now. The apps I'm kind of iffy about.
Yeah, me too.
But we've got
There went the rope again.
applet. Really?
Yeah.
Which way?
Which way did you know?
It's hard to tell sometimes. Sometimes it just lights up in the middle.
That's kind of what it is.
Yeah. That means they're standing there.
A Verbo is for sharing all kinds of fun.
More music.
Wow, trapped. Are you trapped? You said you needed help earlier. Are they both going? How can we help you? Help me. Shield. Just say diamond. How can we help you? Need help. Are you trapped here? That sounds like
That's interesting.
What?
Yeah.
Sound like help me, because this came up with trapped a minute ago.
Wow. Is that why you're still here? Because you're trapped? Sound like a child, dude.
Uh-huh. Sound like a little kid, didn't it? Help again. What in the world? That was like 3 ambulances went by.
Oh, they've been busy tonight.
Whoa, 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 did you see it?
Yeah.
Alright, is that the little girl? Listen. Did I just hear you on the stairs? Is that why you said listen?
Something upstairs again?
That's what I heard. There's a person. That scared me. It's like, ah, there's a person. sorry. Who's upstairs? That was a full sentence. I don't know what it said. This ain't evil. Did it seem? Help.
Believe how active that kitty is.
Yeah. The only thing, let me move my phone, make sure it's not my phone. Move it down this way.
Cool.
It's not, it's still doing it. Well, it stopped, there it goes.
Get different voices.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
How it would react with, you know, me being educated, unmarried.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. I found out some interesting information back in the day that if you were just wearing a t-shirt, you were underdressed.
Yeah.
You had to have the coat and the vest and all that. You had to have 3 layers.
So I guess I'm very underdressed.
Yeah, you're in your underwear, basically, is what they call it.
Apologies for the indecency.
Tease and mend. House, tease, and mend.
Not a tease.
That might be one of us.
Did you know I have the right to vote now? All women do.
Whoa.
It's like, what? What do you think about that? I don't think they like that either.
You know, gay marriage is legal.
They probably don't know what that is.
Yeah. That was such of a thing.
Look, I was just going with the theme.
Uh-huh.
Well,
It's okay now for men to marry men and women to marry women.
It's processing.
It's like, what?
well,
Do you like people coming to visit you? Sort of. Yeah,
sort of, yeah. Well, it's been cool visiting with you.
Thank you for talking with us.
Yeah. Dang. That's crazy.
Can you just walk up and down that hall one more time before the night's over?
It's midnight.
Is it midnight?
Okay, so that's the end of tonight's investigation. I hope y'all like that. I want to thank April for joining in there and really got things kick-started. She knows more about what to do than we did. So, yeah. Until next time, you know, we got some things coming down the pipes there, but we're going to be hitting the trail again next week, and in a couple of weeks we're going to be in Maryland, so we're going to see what we're going to get into up there. So check out the channel, don't forget to subscribe, and keep your stick on the ice, and we'll be seeing y'all later. Adios. So we left tonight very tired but very satisfied that this night turned out much better than our previous visit. I only wish that our other team members could have been here to share the experience. Again, special thanks to April Morad of Curious Things Investigations for helping make this a great night. Be sure to check them out on Facebook. So from our family to yours, we wish you health and happiness. We'll see you all out on the trail.